if you spay or neuter a dog, it's going to change the smell of that animal. And so that in turn is going to massively affect the ways that the dogs communicate with each other. It's a bit strange, you know. It's a really important organ. And not only that, but as Nick Thompson, the holistic vet, says in one of his seminars, he really made me think about neutering in a different way, because testosterone has a really important role on your body, on your immune system, on your ability to fight and defend against disease. And taking those hormones out at a really crucial developmental stage for the dog can cause loads of other health issues. And there are loads of evidence to show you that certain breeds will be affected by spaying and neutering at different ages. So it's really important for us to think about it in more detail than we are at the moment, rather than just blanket spay and neuter. Keep the dogs safe, you know, stop them having sex with each other. And for the record, there is no evidence to show that aggressive behaviour decreases because of spaying and neutering. There is, however, some scientific evidence to say that spaying and neutering can increase aggressive encounters. Because if you think about it, the body hasn't got what it needs to stick up for itself. So if there's a dog who's a little bit nervous, but he's got quite a lot of testosterone, he'll think, okay, don't pick on me, because, you know, I could kick off. I've got a lot of testosterone. I'm a bloke. I'm a proper bloke. I'm small, but I'll kick you. You know, if you take that hormone away, then you're left with a dog who is still acting the same way, but doesn't actually have the testosterone, the fight in him to stand up for himself properly. So he might look big and tough, but what he's got to do now is keep that other dog at a bigger distance. Don't smell me. You stay back over there. I'm going to kick you. I'm going to... Do you know what I mean? So you get a much bigger aggressive encounter, in my experience, from dogs who've been spayed or neutered. When it comes to our keenness to spay and neuter animals, we have to understand this has been culturally developed. It has been really important. We've had too many dogs for a really long time, so the rescue centres needed everyone to stop letting their dogs just mingle and breed and having loads of puppies. It was a management issue, population management issue, and it was a simple way that we could control the population and stop them from breeding without us noticing. But it is a bit frightening for me, because it's now really thoughtless. People would just do it without thinking about it. Naturally as well, people trust their vets, you know, and there are a lot of amazing veterinary professionals out there. There are also a lot of people who are reading from the book and not critically thinking anymore, and I think that needs to be looked at in a little bit more depth. It is weird to remove the sexual organs of a species. That's weird. It's weird, even weirder, that we've started to consider that that's normal. I think that's the way to look at it, really. It's not normal, it's weird. Isn't it weird? It is weird if you think about it. We're just going to take all of the sexual organs out of an entire population of animals. Okay. So the problem with spaying and neutering is that because we've put it in a box in our head that says that's a responsible thing for an owner to do, that's a responsible dog owner, spays and neuters their pet. So what's happening is we're just doing it automatically. For example, in the most recent television programme, there was a small dog called Marley, wasn't there, who was exhibiting scent marking behaviour all over the house. Scent marking behaviour can increase if a dog is anxious.
She was peeing all over the house.
He was scent marking on everything constantly as soon as the owner left, or while he wasn't getting any attention, actually. And that's when the incidences tended to occur. And the way they dealt with that problem was just by de-sexing him. But then when they went back to do the recap, they found that the dog had already impregnated one of the females in the house. So you've de-sexed the adult male while he's about to have puppies, and then when they came back to see the lady and the puppies, they had de-sexed the female just after she'd had puppies. I don't know any of you mothers out there, but if you had just had a baby and then were asked to have a hysterectomy, if you think that isn't going to affect you in terms of stress and emotional ability and physical ability to care for those children, you know, it does have to happen occasionally, but I think that would be very traumatic. So we're not thinking clearly about this anymore. You know, we're trying to avoid dogs breeding, but we're not thinking about the psychological or the physiological factors that come with that massive procedure.